Hello, everybody. Hope everything's well. And as always, let's jump right into this. Now, I just wanted to talk about this book briefly, The Invisible College, The Royal Society, Freemasonry, and the Birth of Modern Science. For those who don't know, the royal art is alchemy, okay? And for those who are new to my channel, if you want to know who's running Freemasonry, go back to my previous videos, okay? And you'll know what's going on. Now, a lot of technologies that we have already existed. One must understand that there is nothing new under the sun. A lot of what they're showing us already existed in ancient times. It's just suppressed, okay, from the public to keep them in a certain state of mind. This is how they mind control the masses. Now, I want to show you these scientists in their respected fields, experts, mind you. One of them I showed you multiple times in my videos, talking about how the Kabbalah knew about most of this knowledge in ancient times. So now you can understand, if you go to the video where he talks about how cosmology is off by a factor from 10 to the 100. So that's a 1 with 100 zeros behind it. Or I think he said even more. He said that's the biggest mismatch in science and experiment in history. You can go back and watch that. And the same person who said that is the same person who's going to tell you that he doesn't know how the Kabbalah, and we already know who's running the Kabbalah here, knew about most of this knowledge. Okay, so check this clip out. And as always, peace and balance to the ancient ones.
I'm a theoretical physicist, and I like to say that I walk in the footsteps of giants like Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr. I'm not a philosopher. However, I am rather dazzled by the fact that many of the basic mysteries that we find in string theory and the theory of everything seem to be mirrored in the Zohar and in the Kabbalah.
As a scholar, the most amazing thing of all is the degree to which modern astrophysics sounds like a Kabbalistic text.
When I first made the correlations between Kabbalah and science, I was stunned.
We do know that Isaac Newton had access to certain mystical texts, certain texts of the Kabbalah.
Well, the Kabbalistic description of creation is coming from a single little point, from a speck, and of having matter form and time and space form all together at the very beginning. This sounds very much to me like the description of the Big Bang.
I couldn't believe that the Kabbalists could derive these truths without really knowing any mathematics or physics.
It is certainly true that in string theory, the number 10 is the dimension of space-time for supersymmetrical string theories, and 26 for bosonic string theories stand out as a requirement of the mathematics.
All the things that could destroy string theory, all the things that do destroy every rival theory to string theory, they are all eliminated in precisely 10 and 26 dimensions. These dimensions are magic. We physicists don't know where these dimensions come from.
The Zohar says those things. It could just have been a lucky guess. I don't know.
The Zohar speaks of impure fats and pure fats, and that relates very well to modern medicine's view of the two types of cholesterol.
Now you tell me, how come that's the only text with 2,000 years old can have that kind of information so clearly there?
They knew things about the universe that took us till now to discover.
I think it's rather intriguing that the Zohar mentions cholesterol and mentions the liver and bile.
What I like about Kabbalah is that it has a rather profound view of a creator, of a divine being that transcends all possible notions that we could have.
There can be an interface between science and spirituality.
The Zohar's notion that light is a realm of no time and no space is quite consistent with special relativity.
What's been stopping it so far are, number one, the lack of a good concept, and I think the Kabbalah is offering that now in the context of modern science, and two, a reticence on the part of both scientists and people in religion to mix the two.
It's rather amazing, this uncanny reflection of some of the most advanced cosmology coming from our satellites, coming from our atom smashers, coming from our blackboards, that are mirrored in the Zohar and ancient Kabbalistic texts.